Check this door out. Hey, what's up? Duff here. Let's try this. Let's try this shit again, right? Shot a whole video yesterday, only to discover when I went to edit it that the audio was trashed. My guess, I'm not 100% sure, the external mic, there was no external mic. Although I did check before I started that I was getting signal on the external mic. So I think what I might have done is when I mounted the camera on the selfie stick that I accidentally plugged the cord that connects the transmitter to the camera into the wrong hole. There's an output and then there's a headphone jack right next to each other on the DJI mic, and I think I might have plugged it into the headphone jack like a dumbass. That is my theory, but the end result was I had no video of roughly no audio of roughly a 22-minute collection of videos. And it's a bummer because I had some good commentary there, so I tried to salvage it by just doing a voiceover, but it's not the same, obviously. And some people commented that it's not the same when you do a voiceover, and I agree, because my whole thing is spur of the moment, seat of the pants, and you lose that aspect when you're just talking over your footage afterwards. So let's try this again. Hopefully we have audio this time. So yesterday, I was on my Master V4. Today, I'm on my Inmotion V13, which I have not ridden in a good amount of time. And we are, stay there, thank you. We are riding in a different direction than what I normally do. This is an area that's close to me, but I never go this way. So we're expanding our boundaries today and see what we can find. So one of the things I mentioned during the ride yesterday that I did not talk about in the recap is part of the reason that I haven't been doing a lot of riding is, okay, let's go this way, is because I've been dealing with a IT band problem in my right leg for right around a month. And those of you that don't know, the IT band is a piece of, it's a tendon, or I don't know what it technically would be classified as, but it runs from your hip to the outside of your knee, and it can become inflamed. That's something that happens with runners sometimes. And in my case, it was a combination of all the pickleball I play and volleyball, I believe. And it started to hurt, and it has continued to hurt. It's hurt enough that I haven't played volleyball for a month, and I am still trying to play pickleball, but usually by the end of the sessions, I'm limping. As you can imagine, it makes riding electric unicycles not that much fun either, because you do need to utilize your legs to do that. So I went for a sports massage, I've been doing some additional exercises, I've been doing some additional stretching, and I think it is getting better slowly. I played pickleball yesterday, and it wasn't that terrible. I mean, I had some impact afterwards, but it wasn't that terrible. So I'm hoping that I am on the road to recovery. I was tempted to go play pickleball today, but I stopped myself. I'm like, hey, let's leave well enough alone. Don't push it too much, which is sometimes hard for me. So I think it's getting better, but yeah, that is part of the stuff that I've been dealing with lately. All right, so far this direction is kind of boring. I'm not finding a lot of great options here. I just went into two different little developments, and they both kind of suck. So we'll continue. We will continue exploring. One thing I did want to mention with my V13 is I have some new struts on order. Flip, UC Chronicles Flip mentioned, which I hadn't heard about, that there was a third-party sourcing for these struts that are supposedly better struts than what the V13 comes with. So I do have a set of those ordered. They're like $100. They come from China. So we'll see how long it takes them to get here, but I will be putting some better struts, hopefully in the V13, because I'm not thrilled with the way these perform. I saw Kevin from Alien Rides posted another video on Facebook, this time him riding the new Begode Panther, which to me initially seemed more like a Master Pro version 4 or whatever, 3. I'm not sure how many versions they have of it, but there are some interesting things, and his feedback from riding was very positive. So he was doing his test ride in no gear and flip-flops, so it wasn't ideal, but he was, and Kevin's a pretty big guy. I think he said he weighs around 250 pounds. He was raving about the suspension. I did not realize that get going, Mr. Squirrel. Keep going, keep going. I did not realize that the Panther has a mid-mount suspension, like veteran wheels. I did not know that. And evidently, Kevin loved the way it felt. He was raving about it. He said that it was catching him. It felt among the best feelings he ever had on a suspension wheel, which I thought was interesting, especially since it's such a big wheel, 118 pounds. Yeah, he had really nothing but glowing things to say about it. He loved the way it handled. Just despite its weight, it handled well, which kind of reminds me like the ET Max. That's a heavy wheel and it still handles like a lighter wheel. It seems like the Panther had a similar feel to him. I'm now in another development that I've never been in before. A little better than the other ones. Looks like it's bigger, so I have some more options of where I want to go. In Lely Golf Estates, that's where I am. Lely Golf Estates. So anyways, yeah, based on Kevin's initial experience with the Panther, it's looking promising. Looks like a very nice wheel. I'm curious what kind of range you're going to get in that configuration, but it looks like a nice wheel. They do actually have it available for pre-order on their site, $1,000 deposit, and it does not say what the final price is. So yeah, I don't know. Would you put down $1,000 not knowing what the final price is? Yeah, not me. But I think it could be a nice wheel. He has an X-Way as well, and he said already, just from this initial testing that he did, that he thinks he's going to prefer the Panther over the X-Way. Well, I thought that was interesting. Another thing I mentioned yesterday on the ride that I didn't mention in my voiceover was how awesome the weather has been here in Southwest Florida the last couple weeks. Like, you have lows in the 50s and then highs in the 70s and low humidity. It's just perfect. Like, this is the kind of weather that I moved to Southwest Florida for. When I was first exposed to the area, I was still working up in Pennsylvania for a bank. Came down here during the winter, and I was just blown away. I'm like, how can it be December and it's this nice? That's why I'm here, really. It is why I'm here, because of these, maybe 3 to 4 months of just really, really nice weather. Whereas in Pennsylvania, those 3 to 4 months are terrible. They were terrible. So yeah, we are in the middle of some fantastic weather right now, and I'm going to enjoy as much of it as I can. I just tried to get down to sit, and that's a no-go. IT band is definitely preventing me from sitting on this wheel right now. It's a weird feeling. It's almost like if you hit your funny bone, sort of. Like you get like a weakness in the muscle and stuff. It's a weird feeling. But anyways, no seated riding today. The Corolla, I can take him on the speed bumps. He's got to slow down. I really don't. I have no idea where I'm going. Just kind of going with the flow. I'm sure I'll eventually find my way out of here. Like Kevin from Alien Rides, I saw a second video from Marty this morning. Some of it, I didn't watch a lot of it, but regarding the X-Way, which he just unboxed. He declared the X-Way, in his opinion, to be the fastest accelerating wheel that he's ever ridden. So that's interesting, right? So Marty's saying that, and then Kevin saying that the Panther feels better to him than the X-Way. I don't know, man. A lot of good wheels out there right now, right? There's tons and tons of good wheels. I talked at length about the F-22 Pro yesterday. Tons and tons of wheels. Unfortunately, my time and wallet will not allow me to try all of them. But yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time to be in the hobby, I think. If things were less expensive, it'd be even better. I'm back out on Rattlesnake Hammock. I'm debating if I want to just turn around and go back and get my lunchtime sub at Wawa, or continue on up into Collier Boulevard, make a right, run into Tamiami Trail. That's going to be a much longer ride. It would be me revisiting my riding a bike lane with 3 lanes of 60-mile-an-hour traffic. I don't know. Do I want to do that or not? I don't know. This is another story that I told yesterday that got lost. Got lost. The other day, I got a message from one of my subscribers. I won't mention his name because I don't know that I don't think he'd care, but I won't mention his name. But anyways, he sent me a message on Facebook saying, "Hey, I'm not sure what you're trying to accomplish on social media with some of the stuff that you're posting right now, but if you want to have more success, it's better to have a more focused content." And what he was referring to was on my Instagram and TikTok, I've been posting some other non-PEV related things, such as are there any cars coming? Yes, there is. Of course there is. Of course there is. And they're going very fast. Yeah, some of the content is like me doing calisthenics, little mini calisthenics challenges, which is what I used to do like probably 10 to 15 years ago for the Barbarians, just like little small versions of that. And I've also been doing these little segments called questionably valuable advice, where I basically just relay whatever thoughts I have about different things, relationships, life, attitude, whatever. It's kind of something you'll see me talk about sometimes on video here or in live streams. I'll just talk about stuff, and I've been doing that stuff on those platforms. And his point was, when you diversify like that, then you can potentially lose audience because some people want more focused content, which I agree. I haven't put most of that stuff on YouTube. I guess I could, but I haven't. But I told him that my theory has always been that I'm just doing this because I enjoy it. I do it because I want to put out whatever I want to put out. I'm not looking to become a YouTube full-time creator or anything like that, or a social media full-time creator. So I'm good. I'm good with the way I'm doing it. And like on YouTube, I do have the EUC Army content, which is dedicated PEV content for that very reason. For people that don't want anything else but PEV content, you should be subscribed to my EUC Army channel. So anyways, I gave him a much more concise reply, much less wordy than what you just heard. And he replied back the next day. He says, "Oh yeah, man, I was just really high. It's all good." I'm like, okay. So I thought it was funny. So I don't know. Do you think that was funny? I don't know. Maybe this whole thing was unfunny, but that shit happens. Just had a guy cut right in front of me. He did not look my direction at all. At all. Luckily for me, I anticipated his lack of awareness and was able to avoid him. But yeah, you gotta plan for people not paying attention, right? Definitely do. Feels good to be back out on the V13. There's always an adjustment period when I get back on this wheel, because it's a big ass wheel, right? Big, it's heavy, but it doesn't take long, and feel comfortable. I wish I could sit down on it right now, but I cannot, because this is the only wheel that, when I'm in normal physical condition, I can sit on this one somewhat comfortably. So yeah, V13 is a valued member in my wheel collection. Really, my only significant gripe with the V13 is I wish the suspension was better. I mean, it's okay, it's passable, but it definitely isn't good. And again, that's why I'm hoping that these struts that I have on the way will help that problem, I hope. Check this door out. Lunch has been secured. Eagles play at 1 o'clock, so timing should work out pretty well. I didn't even mention, I don't think, that it's Sunday morning. What are these people doing? always react strangely to people that have a zombie-like affect about them. And right there, they seem to have that to me. Okay, can I get out here in traffic? Once this car gets by me, I can. Yes, beautiful. Okay, like yesterday, we're going to do another rolling outro because I feel like it. If you found this video enjoyable, if you can actually hear the audio, please think about giving it a big thumbs up. Imagine this sandwich is my thumb. Give it a big thumbs up. If this is your first time visiting the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you're going to subscribe, you can always hit the notify bell, which is over there somewhere. Huge thanks to my channel members. I have 23 or 24 or something like that, but they are all hanging out over there. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support, and I will continue to appreciate your support. Feel free to leave your comments, suggestions, ideas, and thoughts below about whatever I talked about. Talked about a lot of different things. And let's see, if you watched to the end of this video, I appreciate you a lot, because that means a lot when you take the time to stay tuned in till the end of a video. So if you did do that, think about put in the comments hashtag take two, because this is my second attempt to basically do the same thing. Yeah, hashtag take two. And yeah, so hope you have a great Sunday. I might be MIA for a little while, so nothing to be concerned about. I will return. And I still am thinking about doing a live stream tonight, depending on my mood. We shall see. So that's all I have for now. Till next time, Duffman out. What? What's up, baby? Okay. Okay, I'm home.